Okay, so the sales world is, well, it's really being shaken up right now, isn't it? And one name that keeps popping up is Ebony Noir. Seems like she's right at the heart of this change.
Yeah, it's quite something. You see someone with this like deep business background really diving headfirst into AI and not just tinkering, but building something that genuinely looks like it could flip the script on sales.
Exactly, and that's what we're digging into today, Ebony Noir's work, specifically her AI sales system. We've got the details on the system itself, but I think it's also really important we look at her background, as an innovation strategist.
Right, because this isn't just code. It's the thinking behind the code. It's about blending that hard-won sales knowledge, probably from years in the trenches, with what AI can do now.
It's that fusion.
Yeah,
And it feels like more than just, making things a bit faster. It could be a fundamental shift.
potentially, yeah.
So for you listening, for the learner, getting a handle on this isn't just tech talk for the future.
Yeah.
This is happening now. Understanding what Ebony Noir is doing, the principles behind it, that could give you a real edge. It's about getting up to speed quickly and properly.
And figuring out, beyond the buzzwords, what's the actual value here? What does an AI system like this really bring to the table for a business or even an individual salesperson?
That's our mission then. Let's really unpack the core ideas in Ebony Noir's AI sales system. We need to understand why people are calling it a major game changer for this century. We're going right to the source material.
Good plan. And like you said, understanding the system means understanding the person, an innovation strategist. Where does that perspective come from?
Okay, let's start there. Ebony Noir. The material paints a picture of someone with a really broad experience. Over a decade, it says, wearing many hats in business. From solopreneur right up to aiming to be a world changer. That's quite a journey.
And that breadth is key, I think. Someone who's seen business from different angles, the startup grind, maybe bigger picture stuff too, they'll likely have a very practical, very grounded view. They know the real pain points.
Absolutely. And her focus seems to be on helping people get unstuck, find that better, find more.
Mm.
It's about solutions, practical strategies.
Yeah.
That sounds like innovation strategy 101, right?
It does, that drive for tangible results. The source mentions she aims to eat, breathe, and sleep solutions and strategies. That suggests a real intensity, a commitment to helping others succeed.
What I found really interesting was her own story, talking about self-doubt early on for like 10 years. I mean, who can't relate to that on some level?
Right.
But then this shift happens, this relentless insistence that there is an absolute solution, that conviction. That's powerful. That's what drives innovators, isn't it?
It really is, that belief that things can be better and the persistence to find that way. It says she found her strength zone in innovation. Sounds like a real turning point.
Finding your superpower. And now she acts as an information source,
Hmm.
not just cheering people on, but also providing that necessary challenge, that strategic input you need to actually grow.
A true strategist role, exactly. And the mention of her background in financial services, that's telling too.
How so?
Well, finance is all about patterns, data, spotting trends before they become obvious. Those skills are perfect for an innovation strategist, seeing connections, potential opportunities others might overlook.
Okay, got it. So a seasoned strategist, very results-focused, good at spotting patterns. Now let's connect that to her creation, the AI sales system.
The key word here seems to be integration. It's not just AI tools bolted on to old methods. It's described as combining her tested success of sales and business growth techniques, all that experience, with cutting-edge AI technology.
A deliberate blend.
Exactly.
Oh.
Thoughtful, strategic.
And the promise is huge. Significantly boost sales productivity and outcomes for companies, for individuals. And the tagline they repeat is boost leads, close more sales, and do it all on autopilot. That's pretty ambitious.
It is, but those three things, more leads, better closing rates, and automation, that's the holy grail for most sales operations, isn't it? The fact they keep hitting those points suggests they see them as the core value.
Okay, let's break down the autopilot aspect. What are the pieces? First up, an AI-powered CRM. Now, CRM, customer relationship management. But this sounds like more than just a database.
Oh, definitely. It talks about using advanced AI algorithms to effortlessly generate high potential prospect lists. So it's not just storing info, it's actively finding leads for you and then automating, nurturing, maybe even parts of the closing process. That's a big step up from your standard CRM.
Right. Then there's an AI toolkit. Sounds versatile. Dynamic AI personalized sales scripts. What does that mean in practice?
Well, imagine the AI looks at a prospect's LinkedIn profile, their company website, recent news, and then tweaks the sales script, maybe the opening lines, the questions asked, to be hyper-relevant to that specific person. No more generic pitches.
That can make a huge difference.
Absolutely. And this toolkit also includes dozens of custom GPT bots for creating content, ad copy, SEO stuff, blog posts. So it's automating some of the marketing legwork too.
Okay, speaking of ads, the AI Ads Manager results they mention are, wow, 90% cheaper ad cost and 105% plus higher click-through rates than industry benchmarks. Are those figures realistic?
Well, those are the claims. If they're consistently achievable, that's transformative for marketing ROI. Getting double the clicks for a tenth of the cost, that's massive. It suggests the AI is really good at targeting and creating effective ads, maybe understanding the Google and Facebook algorithms really well,
It mentions one-click creation of copy graphics targeting.
which points to significant automation and ease of use.
Even website chats are getting smarter with AI website chatbots.
Yeah.
These aren't the annoying pop-ups we sometimes see.
Hopefully not. The description emphasizes conversion-optimized lead generation. So they're designed not just to answer basic questions, but to actively guide visitors towards becoming a lead, even booking appointments automatically, 204/7.
Turning website visitors into scheduled meetings without human intervention, that's powerful.
Wary. What about social media? There's AI social.
Yeah, this seems to be about pulling leads directly from platforms like Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, even X and others, and then automating the initial outreach or appointment booking, potentially without needing to spend on ads for every single lead.
Okay, so streamlining that process and even routine calls like confirming appointments, AI voice calls.
Right. Think about automating appointment confirmations, reminders, maybe even rescheduling prompts. It frees up the human sales team from those repetitive tasks to focus on, the more complex relationship-building conversations.
Makes sense. Let the AI handle the admin.
Pretty much.
Then there are AI avatars for generating personalized video content at scale. That sounds futuristic, but potentially really impactful. It does. Video is so engaging, but creating personalized videos for hundreds of leads is usually impossible. If AI can generate reasonably convincing personalized video messages efficiently, that could be a huge boost for engagement and building rapport quickly. Saves enormous amounts of production time, too.
And AI landing sales pages that optimize themselves based on visitor behavior.
Yeah, so the page learns what works, which headlines get clicks, which buttons get pushed, and the AI adjusts the page automatically to improve conversion rates over time. It's like continuous A/B testing, but automated.
Okay, and tying this all together is their custom CRM lead connector, the central hub.
Seems like it. A unified platform where all these AI tools work together. Leads come in, get nurtured automatically, appointments booked, all managed in one place. That integration is probably crucial for making it all work smoothly.
And there was a bonus mention too, generate leads without ads using Local Boost Pro.
Right, which suggests it's not all about paid ads. There are other strategies included for lead generation, perhaps focusing on local visibility or organic methods. A more rounded approach.
Okay, features sound impressive, but does it work in the real world? The testimonials seem positive. Jasmine Edwards mentioning a 40% increase in sales productivity. That's a hard number.
That's significant. Productivity gains like that are huge. And she also mentioned faster lead response times, which we know is critical in sales.
Then Nancy Navarro talks about engaging the right prospects at the right time, better customer satisfaction, direct impact on the bottom line, hitting all the right notes there.
Exactly. It's not just about efficiency, but also effectiveness, reaching the people who are actually likely to buy and improving their experience.
And Andre Notice, from a startup viewpoint, talks about supercharged processes and invaluable insights, helping them beat sales targets. That points to scalability and maybe rapid growth potential.
For sure, startups need that agility and efficiency. If the system provides actionable insights and speeds things up, that's incredibly valuable when you're trying to grow fast with limited resources. These testimonials together paint a picture of, well, something that's genuinely making a difference.
The overall message coming through is definitely revolutionary, and they're not subtle about it. That line, if you're not using AI for sales, you're falling behind. That's pretty direct.
It is. It creates a strong sense of urgency, almost a fear of missing out, but backed by positioning Ebony Noir as one of the top trusted sales authorities. It adds weight to the warning.
Okay, so wrapping this up, what are the main things to take away about Ebony Noir's AI sales system?
Well, I think it's this comprehensive suite of AI tools, right? Covering basically the whole sales journey from finding leads to closing deals and beyond. But crucially, it seems to be built on this foundation of her actual sales experience, fused with the AI. That combination feels like the key differentiator. Automation, efficiency, but guided by strategy.
And for you, the learner, listening to this,
Mm.
it's a snapshot of a major shift. Understanding how a strategist like Ebony Noir is applying AI isn't just interesting, it could be really valuable for figuring out your own path forward.
Yeah, it really makes you think, doesn't it? As AI gets better and better, how much more is it going to change things? Not just sales, but, well, everything. Is jumping onto this kind of innovation becoming essential just to stay competitive, let alone to grow? That's maybe the big question to ponder for your own work, your own industry,